So let me ask you something. You know those yards that you drive by and you slow down just to gawk?
Mm-hmm.
The ones with the beautiful, thick, lush grass, the yard that you dreamed you had.
Well, why dream when you can have one of those yards for yourself? 102.5 WBOC's Corey Fivas stopped by Johnson's Seed and Feed in Salisbury, where the team there can show you how it's done.
In my opinion, there's absolutely no better feeling than walking through your backyard and feeling that fresh grass right between your toes. But when it comes to seed and fertilizer, that's pretty much all I know. So I came down to Johnson's Seed and Feed with Cale. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming by.
So I want to learn more about how to make my yard special. So let's start with the stuff that I do kind of know. Grass seed and fertilizer. What are the importance of those things?
Well, one that you need to back up on first would be lime.
Okay.
You need to start with lime first because lime suspends the fertilizer in the soil.
All right.
Okay. Once that's suspended, the grass is able to uptake the nutrients and the fertilizer that's in the soil.
All right.
Without those, you're kind of baseline. Once we get those up, you want to be around a 6.2 on the pH level, and we can help you with that. We actually have a lawn checklist that we do it's free to the public. You can bring your soil in. We can either send it away, or we can actually test your soil right here.
So it gets a lot more in depth than just laying down some seed and calling it a day.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you guys have a special blended seed, correct?
We do. We have a 3-weight tall fescue. It's a finer blade. It's not going to be like a K31, which is a wider blade. It does need irrigation, but it's going to give you that nice, deep, dark green look that you're after.
K32. That's what I was going to say. You're speaking another language, but it's good that you know your stuff. Now, you talked a little bit about a checklist.
Yes, sir.
When it comes to shrubbery and things like that, I'm a new homeowner,
Sure.
and my wife expects me to have the green thumb that I promised her I had.
Absolutely.
I lied, by the way.
All right.
But you guys have a checklist that could help me figure out how to make my garden good for spring and fall, right?
We do. We also ask people that if you're coming by and you're looking for shrubbery, just bring us a picture of your house.
Okay.
We can actually lay stuff out in the yard. We can come up with ideas that you might want. We can tell you what grows better in sun versus shade. A lot of people struggle with that. They come in and they pick out an object, or a plant I should say, that looks great here. They take it home, it gets way too big, and then they have to rip it out in a couple years because it's up against the house.
Hold on, so you're basically saying that you're an interior designer, but for exterior plants and shrubs?
In a lot of cases. And that's the one thing that you get with a garden center like ourselves, is that we have the knowledge to tell you what to put in different areas. Versus just going and picking out a pretty plant. You go home, you don't know the difference. You may look at the tag, you may not. You get it home, you plant it, it gets to be a 5x5 and you needed a 2x2 area. And that's what we were able to provide.
So you guys really have the science down of not only keeping your yard healthy, but to make it beautiful as well.
We like to think so. Yeah.
It seems like you do. Now, I also noticed that we have some dog toys and dog food. Don't tell me you're dog friendly.
We are. We are. You can bring your dog. We actually have a fish pond. You can come and sit by the fish pond if you like. Dogs are more than welcome to come in. Cats as well. We actually used to have a cat here years ago, and he passed away. So we may or may not replace. We're not sure.
Okay, so what types of dog food do you think would be the best ones for my four-legged friends?
Well, it depends on if your dog has a skin irritation or something of that nature. You could look at Merrick, which is a grain-free. We also have Origin as a grain-free, all the way up to, as you see here, our frozen dog foods. Very high-end, very good for dogs with sensitive skin.
So while I'm working on making my beautiful yard happen with you, my dog can come in, play with the toy, sit by the fish pond. You've created yourself a fantastic family-friendly oasis.
We try. We try. It's a nice place, and it makes it easy for people to come around, ask questions. We're very laid back. We're not into pushy. We just want you to get the right product when you come in.
All right. Well, thank you very much for talking with me. I'm going to have to get a copy of that checklist.
Absolutely.
And for a copy of your fall and spring checklist, check it out on our website, delmarvalife.com.
I love how they carry all those high quality, nutritious foods for pets, all pets.
Yep.
And as he said, you can also go to Johnson Seed and Feed and you can get the raw and frozen food for your four-legged friend.
How much better can it get?
Yeah.